Hi friends, how are you? Okay, in previous class we are discussing about why do we fall ill. In this current situation, the lesson is very important. In current situation, the studying of this lesson is very important because the dangerous diseases spreading all over the world in this time. That means the novel coronavirus. Okay. In previous class, we are discussing about these microbes causing organisms. The microorganisms causing diseases. The vectors causing diseases, etc. And we are discussing the diseases and how it is preventing our body. And the microbes where they are affecting. So the problems of the affection of these microbes, the problems of the diseases, the symptoms were not showing diseases, symptoms have diseases, etc. And in this previous class, the body, our body, preventing the microorganisms. They're preventing the microorganisms. That means when enter a microorganisms, disease causing organism into our body, the body will preventing the microorganism. The external preventing structures are the hairy part of the nose. We know about that. In this atmosphere, the oxygen, we are inspiring the gas materials, mainly the oxygen. Within the oxygen, there is number of particles are entering in our lungs. And microbes like virus, bacteria, fungus, protozoans, etc. The dust particles also entering into our lungs. The first prevention is that microorganisms, the dangerous microorganisms and dust particles, firstly preventing the hairy structure that is present in the outside of the nose. And just inside the nose, after the hairy structure, there is some viscous fluid like structure that is known as the mucus. The mucus is tempered, the temperature containing mucus. That means heat containing mucus. So, the mucus, the heated mucus will destroy the microorganisms. That is destroying the disease causing organisms. And in our eyes, the tears are present with some enzymes that killing the microorganism when entering into the eyes. The mouth having the capacity to prevent the microorganism because the mouth will the heating characteristics, the boiled characteristics, the temperature characteristic feature within the mouth. The saliva is another example to preventing the microorganisms. Saliva having the enzymes. The enzymes were killing the microorganisms. And the main immune system that is providing with the lymph and the blood cells. Blood cells means especially in the white blood corpus cells. White blood corpus cells are 5 types: monocytes, lymphocytes, neutrophils, basophils and eosinophils. What are they? The WBCs are monocyte, lymphocyte, neutrophil, basophil and eosinophil. This is the main preventing system, main protecting system of our body. What are they? The WBC are in WBC is otherwise known as white blood corpuscles and otherwise known as the leukocytes. The leukocytes have 5 types of cells right here. The largest is the monocyte, the smallest is the lymphocyte. The monocyte, lymphocyte, neutrophil, basophil and eosinophils. These are the main blood corpuscles like in the leukocytes, present in the leukocyte. These of the leukocyte cells are preventing in different way. Some of them produce some toxic substance and destroy the microorganisms. Some of them engulfing like amoeba with the use of pseudopodia. Just the feeding system, just like the feeding system of amoeba, some of the WBCs are engulfing the organisms for destructing the microorganisms, and some of them producing some toxic substance, and some of them engulfed, and some of them act as the prey, and the microbes will engulfing this WBC and destroy inside with the host cell. These are the prevention of the human body, the major prevention of the human body. In this topic, the next is lymph. That based on the immune power, characteristics, features, we have most of the preventing system is the that is done with the lymph system. Lymph have most white blood corpuscles present inside the lymph. So the microorganisms preventing, that is the prevention, that is the main working of our immune system. That is inflammation. Have you know about this word inflammation? Inflammation. That inflammation is killing the microbes, killing the microorganisms. From a microorganisms attaching, connecting with one cell of the human body, that cells, that surrounding cells, that tissue system will engulf. The enlargement of that affected area, that the microbes affecting area will enlarge. At that part is filled with fluid, that is lymph. The lymph will have the number of WBCs are there. That WBCs are joined, uniting and equally working against the microorganisms. So the inflammation is the sign of the killing of microorganisms in the case of human beings. Okay, and then the general effect of the inflammations are swelling and pain. At that time, their body part will swelling, enlarge and with pain. Okay, and then some of the microorganisms will enter into our body. There is no sign, no signs, no symbols about the entering of that organism, because the symptoms are absent. The symptoms are absent. The main examples of that disease is AIDS. AIDS. AIDS means acute immunodeficiency syndrome. Acute immunodeficiency syndrome caused by the microorganism, that is HIV. Human immunodeficiency virus. Human immunodeficiency virus. These are the microorganisms. This microorganism enter in our body. We are not knowing about the entering of these viruses, because we can't show any symptoms for the signing of this entering of this virus. That disease, that viral disease, is causing when some of the small diseases like fever, cold. The fever and cold, the diseases were absorbing our body. The cold and fever were absorbing our body. That means capturing our body. The fever causing bacteria, viruses, and cold causing viruses, they were attaching to the affected persons. We are not knowing about this affection. The entertainment of these microbes, we were not know about these microbes affections, because of the presence of virus. That virus is enter in our body literally. Why? That virus are killed the immune system. That means leukocytes. The virus affecting firstly the WBC, the immune power providing cells. The WBCs are the leukocytes are the white blood corpuscles are the monocyte, lymphocyte, neutrophil, basophil, eosinophil, etc. They were attacking the microorganisms. So the viruses are firstly destroy these WBCs. That means that is damage to our immune system. So the most of the diseases were affecting to the affected persons, the viral affecting persons. The viral affecting persons have cold, fever, starting with the small diseases, and then that leads to the death of the organisms, death of the human beings. That is the major problem. That will kill the people suffering with the HIV, human immunodeficiency viruses. Okay, this is the first points about this topic. And then we are using some medicines for the releasing of these microorganisms. Most of we are using the medicines are antibiotics. How do we know about the antibiotics? Antibiotics. antibiotics. Have you know about this antibiotic? The antibiotics are, these are chemicals. These are chemicals. Most of the antibiotics are chemicals. Yes, seen in the medicines we are using as medicines, drugs, etc. Medicines and also drugs, etc. Yes. What is the function of the antibiotics? The function of the antibiotics is block the biochemical pathways. The function is block the biochemical pathways. Block. The function of antibiotics is, first one is these are chemicals. You can see in the medicines and drugs. And next is these antibiotics are blocking the biochemical pathway. And then they are used for disease caused by bacteria. The antibiotics are used for disease causing by bacteria. Majority of the antibiotic is using the bacterial diseases. Okay. Majority of the antibiotics is used for the bacterial diseases. Okay. The next is the antibiotics is not effectively work with virus. That means antibiotics is not working with viral diseases. Why? That's the question. The antibiotics is not working with virus infection, virus diseases. What is the problem? What is the problem? But antibiotics is very useful to microbes, useful to disease that is caused by bacteria. The antibiotics is using destroy the bacterial diseases, the bacteria, but not in viruses. Because what? Viruses have no their own biochemical mechanisms. Viruses have no their own biochemical mechanisms. Viruses have no biochemical mechanisms. But bacteria have biochemical mechanisms. Bacteria have a cell structure. Bacteria cells have nucleotic inclusions, cellular inclusions. But in the case of virus, the biochemical system is not developed. There is have no biochemical methods, biochemical mechanisms. In this, viruses using upon the host of the organisms, the host organisms. That means you can't see in naked, you can't see the virus with naked eyes. You can't see the virus with using of standard microscopes. We are seeing the viruses with using the electronic microscope. The structure of viruses is poorly developed. There is having no biochemical mechanisms. In this atmosphere, the viruses are seen in the form of the dust particles only. That means like abiotic factors. That means there is no life, there is no living organism. There are seen without living facilities. the virus enter into an organisms like the human beings. The virus will activate with the using of the host organisms mechanisms. The virus using the host organisms mechanisms. That is the difference between the bacterial and viral diseases. So now we are studying about these antibiotics. Antibiotics are the chemicals used in medicines and drugs also. And the next point is they are blocked biochemical pathways. They are blocking biochemical pathways. The antibiotics are used the disease caused by bacteria, and the antibiotics is not used for the viral infections because the virus have no biochemical mechanisms. The virus using the biochemical mechanism is the host organisms mechanisms using for the living activities, for the division, for the spreading. So the virus is very dangerous because no one used of antibiotics. The antibiotics is not used for the releasing of these viral infections. This is the main points. Then next subtopic is the principles of treatment. The subtopic is principles of treatment. Principles of treatment. Then there are many ideas, many methods are for treatment. The first one is to reduce the effect of the diseases. First one is to reduce the effect of the reduce. First one is to reduce the effects of the disease. Within the principles of treatments, the first point is to reduce effects of the diseases. Okay, in this, the first one is we using medicines and drugs. We are using medicines and drugs. We are taking medicines. For what purposes? Some fever, pain, loose motions, etc. Fever, pain, loose motions, etc. So the principles of treatment, the first point is to reduce the effects of the diseases. Effects of the diseases. And the first method is that by taking medicines. By taking medicines. Medicines for what diseases? Some fever, pains, loose motions, etc. And then second is by taking complete rest. By taking complete rest. By taking complete rest. So the first is to reduce the effects of the disease. The first point is by taking medicine. Medicine for what? Fever, pain, loose motion, etc. And the second is by taking complete rest. For what? For body energy focusing. For what purpose? For focusing the body energy. The complete bed rest that lead to the focusing of our body maintenance. That means focus on healing. Focus on healing. So the first method is to reduce the effect of the diseases. The first one is by taking medicines. Second is by taking complete rest. By taking complete rest. For what purpose? For focusing our body maintenance. Focus on healing. These are the main points to reduce the effects of the diseases. The next is to kill the cause of the disease. To kill the cause of the disease. To kill the disease. First one is to reduce the effect of the disease. First one is, look at it. First one is to reduce the effects of the disease. That is the principles of treatment. First one is reduce the effects of the disease. Second one is to kill cause disease. Cause of the disease. To kill the cause of the disease. Look. Second point. By taking of suitable antibiotics and drugs. By taking of suitable antibiotics and drugs. To killing the cause of the disease by taking suitable antibiotics. Some suitable antibiotics and drugs. The principles of treatment is first point is to reduce the effects of the disease. Second is to kill the cause of the disease. To reduce the effects of the disease, first one is by taking medicines and by taking complete rest, bed rest. For what? For focusing on healing, focusing on the mechanical development. The second one is to kill the cause of the diseases. That is, antibiotics, by taking off antibiotics and drugs that will kill disease causing microbes. Okay, the next is symptoms. Symptoms. The disease have symptoms. That means when the microbes enter in our body, the body will react to some actions. Reacted with some actions. The first one we have already learned about that inflammation. That is a first major important point of these symptoms. That is inflammation. And some of the human beings have fever. That is a symptom. Some of them white patches of the skin. That is symptoms. Some of them have loose motions. That is symptoms. Sneezing, coughing, and the vital capacity losing, the body balancing losing. These are the main symptoms of that organ, the diseases. In that case, some symptoms infecting microbes go away, but this is not cure. The infected microbes, organisms will go away from our body. The infected microorganisms are go away, but the disease not cured in some time. There is not cure T in time. Okay. And the next question is more question. Why making antiviral medicine is harder than antibiotics? Question is, why making antiviral medicine harder than antibiotics? Look, question is, why making antiviral medicine harder than antibiotics, antibacterial medicines? Why? That means, question is why making antiviral medicine harder than antibiotics, antibacterial medicines? That means antibiotics. Why? We are already discussing that the virus have no biochemical system in viral. There is have no their own biochemical system. So we are not prepared for destructing this virus. And nowadays we discovered some viral affecting disease and the curing of that viral affecting diseases using some antiviral medicines. So the question is, why making antiviral medicine harder than antibiotics? Because to finding of the viral biochemical structures are very, very dangerous and very time consuming. So the antiviral drugs are making is very careful and very time-taking process also. And antiviral medicines, the antiviral medicines mainly using for the HIV patients. In this patient, human immunovirus is not going away. The human immunovirus at that time, by taking this antiviral medicines, at that time, the full time, the HIV virus will not going away. But the main problem of HIV virus is our human immunodeficiency syndromes. That means, look at that name, human immunodeficiency syndrome. That means the virus affecting the immune power of the human body. So the smallest diseases, comparatively smaller than the cold, some small cold, fever, loose motions, were affecting this person, the HIV affected person, and that lead to the death. That will lead to the death. But we are using these antiviral medicines for the patients, HIV patients. The virus will not go, but the inflammations, but the immune power will control it. Immune power will control it. That is the main point. Why making antiviral medicine harder than the antibiotics? Because the virus have their own biochemical activities, biochemical mechanisms, etc. Okay. Then the next point, principles of prevention. Principles of prevention. There are more than many methods are here. First one is the general method. First one is the general methods. And the second one is the preventing against the microbes. Mainly, the principles of prevention are, first one is the general methods. In general methods, the first one is preventing microbes. The general methods are preventing exposure against microbes. Preventing exposure against microbes. The second one is by boosting the immune system. By boosting immune system. Second is the by boosting immune system. The principles of prevention. These are methods are, first one is the general method. First one is the general methods. In general methods, the first one is preventing microbes, preventing exposure against the microbes. The second one is the by boosting immune system, Then the preventing exposure against microbes there are by air. Look at that. First one is by air. Some of the diseases causing microbes, they were spreading through the air. The microbes will spreading through air. And that time, the principles of prevention, the general method is first one is the preventing microbes. The first one is by air. The microbes enter through the air. Then what we do? Avoid overcrowded places. We are avoided overcrowded places. Overcrowded places. In this time, we know about the current situation of this principles of prevention, because due to the presence of this time, the current health system, that is the novel coronavirus, this present situation, that is the main examples of spreading microorganisms. Novel coronavirus, the spreading through. It is a dangerous situation we are facing nowadays. So, in these methods, preventing the exposure against the microbes, the first one is by air. That means to avoid the overcrowded area. We are avoiding the overcrowded area. We are just avoiding the overcrowded area because the microbes will enter in our body. The microbes spreading one person to another person to another person, spreading to all the people. They were uniquely crowding area. Okay. Then for water, for water. Next, by air, then for water. We are not using the contaminated water. We are not using the contaminated water. We are not using the contaminated water because the contaminated water are the most micro environmental conditions for living. That microorganisms they were the old contaminated water have some protozoans, bacteria, viruses, etc. So we preventing these microorganisms, the microbes. We are not using the contaminated water. And then third one is for vector. For vector. Vectors like housefly, fruits fly, mosquitoes, some of the caterpillars. These are the vectors, the microbes carrying organisms. For preventing the microbes, we are cleaning our environment. We are cleaning our environment. The personal hygiene, the family hygienes, the house and hygiene conditions, the surrounding of the house that is in hygiene condition. Because for preventing the vectors, these are the main principles of treatment, that general methods preventing microbes by air, and these are the by air, that is we are avoiding the overcrowded area. Then next is by water, that is we are not using the contaminated water. The last is the vectors, providing the clean environment. And then by boosting immune system. Next point, general methods. The next point, the second point is by boosting immune system. By boosting immune system. That means we are boosting our immune system with using of some minerals, vitamins and proper diet. We are using proper diet with vitamins and minerals. Okay, not in fast food section. We are using correct fat, correct lipids, correct vitamins, correct minerals. So that means complete food. Then next is the specific methods. Within the specific methods, we are using the main point is immunization. Immunization to preventing the microorganisms. We are using some immunizations. That means in Britain, the English physician, the name is Edward Jenner. He is a doctor, physician. In that village, some diseases are spreading. The disease name is smallpox. But he noticed that some of the persons that they were living in another village, they have no spreading of this smallpox. Why? He noticed and observing that their persons were already affecting with another disease long ago back. That disease is known as cowpox. Cowpox. And then he the affected cowpox that persons have to know under in this smallpox affecting persons. So in this, that persons are milkmaids. That persons are milkmaid. The in milkmaids village is not spreading this smallpox. That means they were affected with the disease cowpox. So at that time, the persons have their own, they improving their own immune system. That immune power destroy the microorganisms causing that smallpox. Yes. In this Latin words, cow means vacca. Cow means vacca. And then cowpox means vaccinia. So the vaccinia is developing to the vaccination. The term is developing to the vaccination. So this is the chapter. I just find